What's going on, everybody? All right, let's put the joking away. What's going on, everybody? I'm back, and I owe you all an explanation. I had a much cooler intro lined up, but I didn't have my mic turned on, so let's power through on this one and hope that I don't have to redo it. So, where have I been? Well, mixed with the holiday season and everything, it's been quite an adventurous half of December. In fact, can't get that one hair to stay away. So, I don't even remember when I stopped, quite honestly. I know, right? Um, it's just been long, draining, and this hair is going to force me to cut it. Uh, it's been filled with a lot of eye-opening stuff. Number one, realizing that the burnout is not only happening quicker because of the content I want to make versus what I was actually outputting. And honestly, it just didn't have a rhyme or reason to most of it, so I was just burning myself out for something that wasn't consistent in the first place. I mean, it was semi-consistent, but it wasn't orderly, is the best thing I could come to. And let me just say right off the bat, not fun. Not fun to experience this burnout. So this is a kind of a dual video. To any of you that may or may not have known that I'm running two channels, I'm running two channels. One for Christian content and one for gaming content. So this video is going to cover both without being explicitly one. Let's start with the gaming end of things. So what happened on that? I burned out. Trying to keep on top of all the Overwatch news, trying to keep on top of Overwatch itself and the gameplay, trying to rank up, trying to stream consistently. My daughter had a couple of bad nights where that didn't help in any way, shape, or form to the burnout that I eventually did get. She had a growth spurt, or she had her molars coming in, one of the two, where she was just waking up in the middle of the night, and throughout the entire day of daddy taking up his time watching her and keeping on top of her, that didn't help with the attitude that I portrayed, and I was trying my hardest not to. Because here's the thing: she's a toddler. She's gonna wake up. I'm not really angry at her, and nor was I really angry at her. I was just more angry, like I can't get a moment to do what I was doing. And quite frankly, that mentality came from the burnout too. So that wasn't being helped by any stretch. So with all that being said, as far as the gaming port, that's another thing I was mentioning in some of my previous streams and videos, that I was trying to incorporate some Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. In fact, I actually put it out on a tweet. I wanted to incorporate Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. That might actually be a more calming resolution. I might actually be able to stream during the afternoons when the baby's napping. She's been pretty straightforward with her naps. Something to look forward to in the future, and it's not too terribly hard to get. It's a very consistent schedule. So I should be able to actually get that out there, if anything, and have a little bit of fun with it. Why not? But that's talk of the future. Right now, we're talking to now what happened. So come December, and I had so many plans. I had so many plans to play during the season, show off the holiday stuff for Overwatch. So here's the thing. I ultimately do want to keep up that stuff. I want to keep up the Overwatch things. I want to keep up video gaming and all that, and I will keep it up on streaming, but that brings me neatly along into the multi-streaming and what I was initially trying to do for my YouTube crowd. I think I'm going to have to lay that back. And I was initially trying to go big for it, and I say go big very loosely. What I intended by that is to make not just a name on one streaming profile, but rather be known across the big three from me, which was Glimish, which I'm still currently on, and I want to make my primary home, so that's not changing. YouTube and Twitch, the other two big major streaming services right now, and YouTube's been getting some pretty good hits with my last few videos on Overwatch, so I can't really complain. I'm going to continue doing that. That's not going to change. It just might be a little less frequent because of the burnout. But that leads me neatly along into the Christian content, where I made myself a promise, like, I was going to try and make stuff alongside the video gaming. And unfortunately, video gaming has been more predominant than my Christian content, and that's a problem. Because I love talking about the Christian content. I like talking about the logical, the rational, the whole thing surrounding the scriptures that I'm starting to learn, and I want to talk about these things. And even sometimes there's some videos on YouTube or social media that I find, and I'm like, oh, hey, I would actually like to just throw my hat in the ring and throw in an opinion that might not be popular, but it would be its best attempt to try and put a biblical truth on some of the logic going around. One of the big ones, and I was trying to keep this low end, but I don't think there's really a point in hiding it. The video that I wanted to put out for December for the Christmas season that I had plans for, it was initially, because here's the thing, I covered the Halloween one, and I put full energy on that, but that's when the burnout was starting to, like, take a toll. So I skipped November, and then came December, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this subject of can God commit human crime is where I'm going to limit it to, because I think we can use our imaginations. Me, the the person behind the camera, talking to the person behind the camera, legitimately for 2 seconds. I can't name the crime in question, but I think we all know where it's headed when I elaborate a moment. Can God be held to the human standard? And did God force himself upon a certain individual, where the story is listed in the Bible that that's not obviously the case, but people still want to make it up, like, okay, so if Mary is still telling the truth about the gospel and she's not making up a religion to cover up an affair, then if what she was telling was truth, then God had forced himself upon her. And that was a video that I was going to make, wholeheartedly. I still might. It's post-Christmas, it might still be there, but the truth is it is a little past where I wanted to initially, but that leads me neatly along into what happened to both sides of the things when it came to me. You just heard me coughing a fit like a few seconds ago, and I'm still probably going to. One moment. Try and... Nope, failed. Let's power through. So, be me about a week ago at this point, I got hit with the flu. Go figure. And the funny thing is like, I've never really had a full-on flu, to my knowledge. I think this might be the first. And if I have been hit with it before, I don't know. But, yeah, I got hit with the flu. Wow. This is me recovering, but for like the first 3 days of having it, that was a nightmare. Knocked me out of commission for literally everything. I had no idea where I was. The stress fever dreams were indescribable. Best word that I could use. No ounce of sleep, and for the sleep that I did get, it was always a painful experience of a coughing fit. And when I finally came to, I'm still not up to it, obviously. As you can see, I have a little less energy, but yeah, it's still lingering. It's still going away. I'm still doing what I have to. I'm going to end it before the coughing fit takes over, because this isn't planned. The moral of the story, I didn't intend to go away. I didn't intend to wait this long and put out some content. I didn't wait. What are my plans? Yes, I'm going to continue gaming. I'm going to continue streaming. I'm going to continue making videos. The only thing that's probably going to change is that the video gaming is now going to become a little less frequent. My streaming might be a little bit more lax. I'm trying to find some old games that I used to play that are easy for me to lay back and just take it a little more chill. Don't burn myself out on competitive games. Have a backup. That's always fun. The Christian content, I'm going to make another attempt, and this time be far more successful. Excuse me, far more successful than I was before, because the content that I initially didn't want to talk about, you know, it doesn't really matter at this point. Everyone's got their opinions, so I don't think there's any reason of shying away. So the idea is that I'm going to attempt it again, and I'm going to put out more Christian content, and and then I'm going to get healthy. Yeah, that's a good plan. That's a good plan indeed. With that being said, I will hopefully see you guys on stream soon. I don't see myself. Who knows? I might stream tonight. I might not. I don't know. If I do, keeping it low key. I'm not gonna bust myself completely for the sake of trying to get a stream off. I might take a break from speaking or speak very minimally. I don't know. But I'm not going to multi-stream anymore either. I think I should quickly put that out there. And I think I'll make at least one multi-stream session more, just to explain that I won't be on those things anymore, but I'm not, in the long term, going to change. I'm not going to do that. Too many technical issues that were happening before the burnout completely took case, and I got hit with this. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I needed to go into. I will be back, hopefully within this month. I'll hopefully see you guys. I'll hopefully make some more videos. I do plan on making something, so be on the lookout on both my Christian and my video gaming channel. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.